fine, we'll be on our way to giving the Kardashians a run for their money. I'm gonna shake things up.
A cycle of anger isn't healthy.
I'll be healthy again as soon as I make a couple of cheaters pay for blowing up my life.
There were a number of times when you or a member of your family needed a favor. This is a situation where you owe me one. Have a nice rest of your day.
Engagement shocks, undercover danger, and flying fists turn Fairmont Crest upside down next week. The residents of Fairmont Crest are in for a wild week on Beyond the Gates. Punches, shocking engagements, and undercover missions are just the beginning. Here's the video preview for the week of February 9th to 13th, 2026. We are about to host a very special guest, Pamela, Katie McLean, announces. She surprises Daphnee, Karla Mosley, with news that will hopefully help put their modeling agency on the map. Pamela and Daphanee's business is finally taking shape, despite not always booking the models they try to recruit. Whoever this special guest is, Daphnee is super excited about it. Chelsea, Ronnie Rose Mantilla, and Madison, Kenja, have a shocking announcement for Bill, Time and Kyle duet. Chelsea and I worked everything out, Madison starts. We're engaged. Chelsea adds. Madison holds her hand up so Bill and Hailey, Mokita Goings, can see her ring, making the announcement extra official. Bill has a stunned look on his face. Will he approve of this development? Undercover operation. According to BTG's weekly spoilers, Jacob, Jaiba Horges, gets a dangerous assignment, which probably means this plasma ring investigation is about to take a turn. At Orphe Jeans, Smitty, Mike Manning, who brought this case to Jacob, has a question for the detective. How far are you planning on going with this? The video suddenly cuts to Jacob undercover, where things look intense, and someone most likely involved in the criminal ring asks him, "You ain't getting soft on me, are you?" "Hell no," Jacob quickly responds. "Where I gotta go, and who I gotta see." Then the action cuts back to Jacob and Smitty sitting in the booth at Orphe Jeans. Jacob answers Smitty's question by saying that he'll go far enough to prove myself. Is Jacob biting off more than he can chew with this assignment? Things go from dangerous to downright punchy when Lynette, Dominique Madison, hits Hailey. The teasers suggest that Lynette implements a new scheme that has Hailey right where she wants her. So why does it involve Lynette punching Hailey? What are they trying to accomplish? Is this about getting money to pay Lynette's hefty legal bill, or is this about obtaining an entirely different goal? Bill's outside of Daphanee's house, and if Andre, Sean Freeman, has his way, Bill isn't getting into her house anytime soon. "You should divorce yourself from this door," Andre explains, looking like a bouncer at a club. But Bill stands his ground. "I'm not leaving until I speak with her." Daphnee told Andre that she kissed Bill, so it's understandable that he wants to draw some boundaries. But Bill and Daphnee do share 2 grown children, so maybe Bill wants to talk about Chelsea's engagement. Who will win this standoff? Andre or Bill? But the true shockwave, the moment that will leave viewers gasping, comes not from the diagnosis itself, but from Bill's reaction. In a state of raw, uncharacteristic vulnerability, he doesn't call his wife, Victoria. He doesn't summon his board. Instead, he places a shaky, urgent call to his old friend and sometimes rival, Charles Blackwood, Lynette's husband. "Charles, I need you. Not at the club. Not at the office. Somewhere no one knows us," Bill says, his voice thick with emotion. "It's about the past. It's about Eleanor." The name Eleanor hangs in the air like a detonated bomb. Longtime viewers will recognize it as the name of Charles' beloved sister, who died tragically in a car accident nearly 30 years ago, a loss that sent Charles into a deep depression and cemented the Blackwoods' insular nature. What connection could Bill possibly have to her? The answer arrives in a poignant, flashback-laden scene at a secluded lighthouse outside town. As rain lashes the windows, Bill confesses a secret he has carried for 3 decades. The summer before Eleanor died, he and she shared a passionate, whirlwind affair. She was the great, unattainable love of his life, not Victoria, whom he married later for stability and partnership. And, crucially, Eleanor was pregnant when she died. "She told me the night before the accident," Bill confesses, tears mingling with the rain on the windowpane. "We were going to tell you together, to face the scandal. But then she was gone, and I was a coward. Grief-stricken and terrified of your family's wrath, of destroying my own fledgling business. I let everyone believe the baby was lost in the crash. Charles is stunned into silence, grappling with the betrayal and the loss of a niece or nephew he never knew existed. But Bill isn't finished. He delivers the second, earth-shattering part of his news. The child didn't die, Charles. Eleanor went into early labor from the impact. The EMTs, in the chaos, got the child to an emergency ward. I used every connection and penny I had to keep it secret. The baby was placed in a closed adoption, through a private attorney. I've been paying for information, for updates, anonymously, all these years. He looks his old friend dead in the eye, the weight of his disease and his secret crushing him. I have a child. You have a living niece or nephew. And with this illness eating my mind. I need to find them. I need to set things right before I can't remember their mother's face, or why this matters at all. I need your help. Converging storms. The episode's final act brilliantly weaves these two threads into a tapestry of impending doom. Hayley flees Blackwood Manor, not back to Julian, but to the one place she feels she can think, the Sterling factory's break room, where her mother works. Unbeknownst to her, she passes Bill in the parking lot, a man now haunted by two specters, a stolen legacy and a stolen future. Meanwhile, Charles returns home to Blackwood Manor, reeling from Bill's confession. He finds Lynette in the conservatory, calmly pruning roses, her confrontation with Hayley already a closed chapter in her mind. The contrast is stark. Lynette, orchestrating the present with an iron will. Charles, drowning in a past that has just violently resurrected itself. When he tries to broach the subject of Eleanor, Lynette cuts him off with a dismissive wave, her mind still on her Hayley problem. The stage is set for a monumental clash in the Blackwood marriage, as Charles's loyalty to his friend and his long-dead sister crashes into Lynette's obsessive control over their family's present. Spoiler teasers for the week ahead. Hayley's decision leads to a dramatic, public confrontation at the Port Kensington Spring Gala. Julian, suspecting his mother's interference, begins his own investigation into the Blackwood family finances, uncovering a secret that could topple them all. Charles, defying Lynette, starts a covert search for Bill's child, a search that will lead him to a shocking candidate already living in Port Kensington. Victoria Sterling notices Bill's distress, but misinterprets its cause, leading her to suspect an affair with Claudia. Monday's episode is a pivot point for Beyond the Gates. It moves the chessboard pieces with brutal force, replacing simmering tensions with open conflict. Lynette Blackwood has shown she will burn down an innocent girl's world to protect her own. And Bill Sterling's shocking news proves that the most powerful secrets aren't about business or blackmail, but about love, loss, and a child who could rightfully claim a piece of both the Sterling and Blackwood empires. Port Kensington will never be the same. Danger rises as a covert case intensifies while personal drama erupts across Fairmont Crest.